Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at quite a few different Pokemon here. We got some Drapion towards the end, some Escavalier with Acid Spray since it has been updated to take less energy. And then you do have the Drapion with Poison Sting that is going to be gaining 1 more energy as opposed to before it was 8, now it's 9. So we'll see what we have going on there with that. And then, of course, we're going to bring back the Shadow Mawile. Now, these battles did take place before the ones that we did see with the Pidgeot, which now has been banned, Pidgeot. The reason why, let me explain. If you're out of the loop, you're like, what in the heck's going on? You're not on Twitter. It's because when you use Feather Dance, I do believe there is a chance. It's like it's the ultimate debuff. For your opponent to just get frozen. They can't move or do anything. And in my last video, I got off a Feather Dance, and it was a certain loss. And the Bastiodon up against my Pidgeot, they were just standing still. And I was just thinking maybe they're just letting me win to be nice or something. But it was because the game froze. And I had some sort of understanding that this was happening. But I clearly was just testing out the Pidgeot, obviously, right? So, yeah, sorry about that. I didn't really experience that throughout any of my other battles where the opponent just stopped attacking, so that's good. But it definitely was an issue, and now, well, they've banned it for now until they do fix it. Further notice, we'll see what happens. And then, of course, we're going to be leading with the Shadow Nidoqueen. This is just, this is my thing now. I loved it before. It did well. It just wasn't quite on par. It was fun once in a while, but now it's like, oh, nope, Shadow Nidoqueen, go for it. So anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. Up against this Hypno, looks like we're farming down lots of energy. Let's go. We have 2 foul plays ready to fire off here. They're bringing in a Scrafty. We're going to go ahead and go for the return. More than likely, we've got a shield. Yeah, they already know we're going to go for that. As you can see, the Purified on the Sableye here. Definitely going to let this power up punch. Oh, they're going straight for the foul play. Taking me out instantly, bringing in the Lapras, and we're going to instantly swap into the Escavalier here. So the Acid Spray before, it's a good move. It just required a tad too much energy. But now it went from 50 to 45 energy required, and you're going to be able to fire it off a little bit faster. As you can see, it did work out quite nicely. Just throw the Acid Spray. Maybe you get a shield, maybe you don't. If you do, that's a bonus. If you don't, that's okay. You'll continue on doing that extra damage with your counter, and then whatever else plays you have to do in between. Maybe even swap a Pokemon so you can debuff them there. And then maybe bring in the Nidoqueen or whatever you're going to do. So this is a pretty big debuff team with the poisons. We're looking good. They back out. And it looked like it was lagging a little bit there. But we were still on track for a win. So into the next battle here. Like we said, the Drapion will be towards the end. And Sableye is going to, of course, be putting in a lot of work as well. And then the Mawile, give it an inch and take a mile. We have a very nice showcase at the end, as well as some good plays in between there. So now we'll get into the commentary fully here. Up against the Pelipper, I did not like this one bit, but I didn't want to swap because, you know, Sableye can do okay up against it. Obviously, Escavalier is going to have a pretty hard time, so I think we're just going to stay put here. Well, now we're going to swap to just use it as some sort of a meat shield here, absorb the Weather Ball water. They're going to be swapping into Scrafty here, and we're going to let this go through. It's absolutely a power-up punch, and we're going to go for the Acid Spray. Well, we were trying to. Unfortunately, we're not able to get it off because we didn't shield the power-up punch. That would have been kind of a waste of a shield because we still have these 2 Pokemon here going in with the Nidoqueen, because if, you know, you're not going to go and do a Sableye up against a Scrafty unless you really had to. So letting the power-up punch go through, really hoping that there's something back there that we can handle with this Sableye. And we are going to let this one also go through. Okay, and they're going to instantly swap, and they have a Galarian Stunfisk here. So we can still pull this off, absolutely. We're going to be looking good here. So just going to continue on. Now I have to make a call. Is this going to be Earthquake or Rock Slide? Let's go ahead and let it go through. It's a Rock Slide, so bingo. We're looking good, and now we're on track for a potential win. Unless they catch with their Pelipper, that is going to be our loss. That is their win cons to catch, I do believe. I was quite surprised. I think their switch clock wasn't up here. And they're just going down. Okay, they're just going to let it go down. Bring in the Pelipper. And that's about it. All right, they're going to be able to back out there, and we take the win. Looking good. All right, let's keep it moving. The Nidoqueen Sableye core is just insane. I mean, this is something else here. So we will get into some more of these Pokemon. I know we took away the Escavalier. Yeah, we'll bring the Drapion here in a bit. It's not like a 100% showcase of these. I just wanted to test it out. And these are going to be just some bonus battles for the day. I wasn't even planning on getting this video up here. Up against a Bastodon, and they're swapping into their Medicham. Now, it's always nice when they swap when I have my Nidoqueen, because we could just fire out the Poison Sting and lower their defense, do some decent damage. And even if it's not very effective, lowering the defense and then swapping into something that's going to do better, super effective quick move wise, able to farm down a little bit faster, and then we have a bunch of energy ready to go as opposed to having to fire one off because you're not doing as much damage with the quick move. Bringing in that Bastodon, we're going to go ahead and just light them up with these foul plays here. Back to back. Still not too effective, it's just neutral damage, but Bastodon is a tank. And I can't tell if it's an XL, because you can make it the regular CP like usual. It's not like a Sableye. Alright, so they're going to be farming us down here. And we are going to bring in Mawile. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but, you know, simply going to shield this up. I have a plan. It's all good. So there goes the Flamethrower. They're going to be swapping. And they have a Venusaur in the back. Beautiful. So this worked out nicely. And, yeah, simple as that. Mawile's going to do its thing here. They're going to use their last shield on the Power-Up Punch. They need to preserve as much health as they possibly can at this point if they're trying to plan to win, which I admire them to at least try to get off that Sludge Bomb. Good game, and thank you, Mawile. All right, let's keep it moving. I'm very excited to bring it back for you guys. Pretty much the mascot of this channel, Shadow Mawile. Let's go. All right, so we have an Abomasnow. Very interesting matchup here. We're both doing super effective damage, but the Shadow Nidoqueen is going to be able to outpace this Shadow Abomasnow. And we're going to be getting off our Poison Sting here. It's not going to be like the Azumarill thing. It's not like, let the first one go through, I'll shield the next one. That is too squishy. So they're going to be swapping into a Deoxys, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Sableye here. And here we go. We're just lined up perfectly. And yeah, I love the Sableye. It's a little XL. Some people are asking why power up an XL. Very good IV with high attack. I know, I probably should have went for a better one. I maybe will in the future. I wasn't too concerned. I just wanted to give it a little bit of a boost. It does have the return. We're looking good. It's done me quite well so far. Up against the Azumarill, we're going to go ahead and let it take us down. And bring in the... Oh man, did we go Nidoqueen and then instantly swap? I knew, because we knew they were going to bring in the Abomasnow. I was ready to bring in my Mawile. Like, the second I see that thing, oh, Mawile's going to go out there and just melt it within a second. So we're going to go ahead and get off that Iron Head, and we take the win. Looking good. On to our next opponent. And we're going to be... Oh, okay. Shadow Nidoqueen, do your thing. So it does have charms, resisted here. They're swapping into a Mandibuzz. And yeah, they caught it. But it's still going to be a defense drop, which is just fantastic. You already know. And I think we actually go for the Power-Up Punch in this situation here, just in case they use the shield. I mean, we could have went for the Iron Head, but they have their defense dropped already. The Fire Fang is going to be able to just really dig in, and we will be able to come out of this with energy. Granted, I am going to shield. I will be able to survive this. Probably wasn't necessary. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. Now, the reason why I did that is I just had a feeling that Mawile is going to be serving me quite well now. So we just shielded it up, preserved its health since we're vamped up. And if they're bringing in the Alola Ninetales up against a Mawile, what's in the back, you know? So we're going to retreat and bring in our Ninetales, our Nidoqueen here, because I want to preserve that Mawile. Very curious as to what's in the back. Okay, Nidoqueen. I mean, that's not necessarily too weak. I mean, Mawile doesn't really want to see a Nidoqueen really either, right? It is part Fairy and Shadow, but okay. So we're going to just do this Poison Fang. Now, the reason why I went for the Poison Fang there is because I thought they might have gotten to an Earth Power before I was able to get that off, and I figured might as well lower the defense first. So it's a shieldless battle. I figured just go in here with the Sableye, maybe try to catch, but nope, no catch there. It's okay. It wasn't really necessary to do that. They're going for a Poison Fang, and we're still able to get off the Power-Up Punch. We're going to bring in the Sableye here, and it's a basic GG's. A few Shadow Claws, and we take the win. All right, looking good. It's a very good core. Give it a shot. If you don't have the Shadow Mawile, there's plenty of other options that we're using with this team here. And just use a regular Mawile. It works not as good, but it works very well. And we are met with a Medicham. Now, this is a fine matchup. You just have to be sure to call the Psychic if they're going to throw that. It's not going to be a good day for you. I took a big gamble here. I don't know what I was thinking, but I let that go through as a dynamic punch. That could have very well been a Psychic, so okay. I suppose a good call on our end. And we're going to do that Poison Fang, drop their defense, swap into Mawile, And we're shielding up the Earthquake, which thank goodness we did that. That would have KO'd us no problem. Going for the power-up punch. Since they haven't swapped, I'm figuring maybe there's something back there that's weak to Mawile as well. We're going to let this go through. That was far too quick for another Earthquake. And it is a Rock Slide, not very effective, but still taking out a chunk because, well, we're Shadow Mawile. Bringing in that Medicham, and okay, we're going to go ahead and go for the power-up punch. Vamping up our Fire Fang even more. They're swapping. It's an Azumarill. Okay, bringing in that Shadow Nidoqueen. We're going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang. Lower the defense and get that last shield. Now, unfortunately, we have the Sableye, but it's okay. We still have a shield left. So what we can do is simply build up to return, and that will be enough. Simple as that. So what we're going to do is shield this up. Could be a Play Rough. It is an Ice Beam, but that's okay. They can't get to a Play Rough now, and we're just going to be able to take out the Sableye and then Shadow Claw the next Pokemon. And take the win. Looking good. All right, Sableye, put it in that work. It's a very good Pokemon. You don't need me to tell you that. So into the next one, we're met with a Drapion party time. Let's go. Poison, Sting, Aqua Tail, and Sludge Bomb. Very nice lead. They're going to be swapping into a Lickitung. Had to think fast because this is a funny team comp that I'm using here, and I forgot to give a little bit of a shout out to the old Swampy that we do have on the team. I didn't put his image on either side of the video, so sorry about that, Swampert. It is going to be a Shadow too, by the way, with the standard moves. So this is good. Lick is neutral. Body Slam's not very effective, but it's still hurting us here. Going for the Power-Up Punch, which is super effective to the Lickitung, but really not doing too much to that XL over there. Those things are a tank. Now we're going to let this go through, hoping we could survive. Oh, we did, but a Lick took us out. So now we have to pick the Pokemon that we want to farm down with. And I think, yep, just going to go ahead and go in here with the Drapion. We are down a shield, and they're bringing in a, what was that? A Medicham, okay. So they're shielding up the Sludge Bomb correctly, preserving that health. They don't want the Azumarill to see it. We're going to go ahead and let this Power-Up Punch go through. I figured it might be that. Swampert does have the Sludge Wave, so we can handle Azumarill if we need to, you know, go up against it, right? So here we are, and I do believe we are going to let this go through. Another Power-Up Punch, okay, still doing a decent amount, bringing us low. This is what they did. They caught the Hydro Cannon with their Azumarill. Well played. Very clean. It was looking like a clean, easy win for me there. Not that you didn't play well, which is everything lined up nice. But you catching, this trainer catching, well done. They saved it. Almost saved, I think. Let's see how this plays out. So, Ice Beam, in comes Drapion, Poison, Sting it down, and Sludge Bomb here. And they don't go for the Power-Up Punch because I think they're trying to, or they are. We shielded up. Okay, it's a Power-Up Punch. So yeah, they don't just counter down here. But we're able to get to another Sludge Bomb, and that's going to be game for us. Drapion did something for me, and I was quite surprised. I mean, I shouldn't say that. It's a Pokemon I quite enjoy. When it was introduced into Pokemon Go, I was excited. It's a cool thing. It reminds me of those things from Dead Space. Well, kind of, not really. I named it Necromorph, but it doesn't really look like that. I just, you know me and my names with my Pokemon. So this is just the worst matchup here. Now, that did a lot of damage, though. I guess that's pretty good. If we had Crunch, it would be a lot better here. So we're going to go for an Aqua Tail, but they let it go through. I could have went for a Sludge Bomb and won that. Ah, good call. Good call not shielding it up. Hitting us with an Aqua Tail here. Literally, the moves that we have are the types that the Qwilfish is. Water and Poison. So, not too good. And the Pokemon we have in the back, literally Qwilfish dominates this team. So I figure might as well go in here with the Swampert. Let this go through and farm down with its super effective Quick move. Taking a lot of damage, so Mawile, hope there's something back here. This is looking pretty grim for us, isn't it, folks? But here you go. You wanted that give Mawile an inch, it takes a mile. I was thinking, dang, I'm going to lose this. I was about to back out. After I seen the Ferrothorn, I was okay. He's not going anywhere. He swapped it into Galarian Stunfisk. Yeah, this is our game. So, I would like to say thank you for watching, trainers. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and I will be keeping you up to date. You know what it is. We got to keep this show going here. The show must go on, and I have to keep you all entertained. And I enjoy doing it too. And it's kind of therapeutic as I do it. So, thank you, and look at this. Mawile putting in that work. All right, still got it. Meta record. Take care.
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!